Oh yeah.
Okay, we are live, I believe. Yeah, we're live.
Haha, welcome. Uh,
It's been a long time since we've been back here. I forgot completely what we were doing.
We just found out that the third witch's caravan was literally right where we were going, so we all created a plan that we were going to distract the witches at first, just to make her angry, so another team could sneak up behind her and finally kill the third witch and free the lands.
Is that what we're
Actually,
doing?
I think it might. Actually, no, I don't think that was it. I think you're thinking of the Power Ranger thing.
I'm utterly confused.
You're not a part of the Power Rangers campaign. You wouldn't get it.
Yeah, no, I
That
know.
sounds like something Richard and Zane would put together.
I'm not doing the Pink Ranger.
haha.
Anyway, pretty much. Ah, yes, I remember now. The party managed. You guys managed to take down take down a small horde of tin soldiers.
Right,
They're a
yes.
lot tougher than you thought. They were a lot tougher, but at the same time, you were also partially ready for them.
It helped that there was a storm in the area.
Well, the whole place is constantly storming.
I know. I'm just saying it helped. Doubled my damage output the whole fight.
Speaking of, as you say that, a stray lightning bolt winds up striking you.
I mean, I am wearing metal armor. It's only natural.
Like for a brief moment, everybody you get to see a kobold skeleton flash before your very eyes before it goes back to normal.
Won't be the last time.
What the fuck?
I worship luck. Timora, give me the good burn.
Oh, glad this is over. Well, I fully remember now. The Outlands were actually trying to get information back to the Resistance. And when they got surrounded. Well, sorry, I'm trying to get into character. My throat just can't seem to do the voice today.
The allergies have been rough recently.
Drink some water, clear your throat. Should help. If it's not,
Okay, so pretty much what happens is pretty much the Island Druid turns to Azeroth. And they give a polite bow before speaking in like a monotone form voice.
Azeroth bows back.
I thank you for helping us. With this information, we should be able to help the Resistance move.
Why? What did I do?
I'm trying to log into Discord.
Oh, I thought you were in character. Okay,
Jesus, you're loud.
How are you in Discord but trying to log into Discord at the same time?
Well, oh yeah, I did. I guess I did forget to mention. I got a new computer.
Okay, dude. Here's how
Sweet.
you do it. Does your phone have a camera?
Does?
Oh yeah, you can
Okay.
scan in.
Oh yeah, I guess I could have done the PR code, couldn't I?
QR
Yeah.
code.
I mean, yeah, QR.
Ah, tomato, potato.
Just make sure your dad doesn't go near this one.
Yeah, I'm in.
Sweet.
So I hope you got a
Expected
headset
brief
hooked up.
Oh no, I'm still using my phone. And I don't have a headset for my computer yet. I only asked because I wanted to log in to Roll20.
Gotcha. I should
Because
probably
I
do
wasn't
that.
sure if you had a map
I do have a map,
info.
but I don't think you're in the table.
Oh, fuck's sakes, I'm logged out of Roll20.
Everything's going wrong for everybody all of a sudden.
It's all good. I'm back in. I got it figured out. We're kosher. We're good. We're ballin'. Now I can return to being in character. Ho ho ho.
Okay, I'm
But
about
yeah,
to give Dester the table link. But you know what this
I can-
means, Dester? You could be on roll to be actually don't have to use the app anymore when you want to roll your dice.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I only roll dice in real life. The internet dice are always against me.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, except I was using physical dice. You should have
Yeah.
seen the last Scion game. That thing just got out of hand.
Physical dice can be against
Got
you.
way too out of hand, yeah.
God, fuck! Why does
What
it
is
keep
it?
doing this? It doesn't let me fucking log into Roll20.
Okay, you remember your login?
Cancel task 4. Cancel task 4.
I'm just gonna click forget password
Okay.
I don't blame
and
you.
just reset it.
You could probably do
And just
it.
reset it. Yeah. But to answer your question of what my character's doing out of all this, she's probably doing some artificer shit to... What would it take to create more bullets?
Oh, you know, some gunpowder, some acid, some lead. And a whole lot of ingenuity and like an entire station.
I meant more like, what do I need to roll to do it?
Let me look at your character sheet real quick. Oh wait, wrong one. Go back.
I'm like, if you have your Eldritch Cannon affixed to your weapon, then it has effectively infinite ammo, but to make special ammo types is different. Seeing as it's not an actual artificer feature.
Yeah.
I like free force damage on top of my ranged attacks. I always use a tiny cannon.
I'm trying to find the thing right now. It doesn't really say what you need to roll to make more ammunition. I always thought whenever there was a long rest, you always just prepped a bit more.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is if he has his force cannon affixed, then it's infinite ammo. But if making ammo is not an artificer thing specifically.
Because he has the flamethrower cannon.
Well, the flamethrower is the force cannon. It's the same thing.
There's the force ballista.
Yeah.
And there's the eldritch cannon.
Yeah, I'm saying you can use either one or the other, but it's effectively the same thing. It's just a tinier version.
So it pretty much has infinite. Oh wait, that's the HP of the cannon.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
And if you have it in your hand, it does the HP is not regarded. It's only if it's in cannon mode, like out there.
Pretty much your gun's magic.
Alright then.
That's good to know.
It also deals a couple extra force damage if you stack it on top of the ranged weapon you already have. Because you can affix it to a gun.
You fought well, young goblin. As the much older White Owlin says.
Thanks. She walks over with Mortimer on her side. And I don't know if they even noticed the not the literal metal, not she doesn't have a metal crown. If you remember, she has a a flower crown, as you remember.
I know. The thing is, you still haven't used your witchlight monarch ability.
I know, I'm saving it. You can't make me
Just
use it.
be aware at the end of the once you
He's a
leave
DM,
this
he can do it.
Prismere, the ability's gonna go away.
I am aware, that's why I'm planning to use it during the final fight. I have it in notes, I know that. Yeah, Charm of the Monarch.
You say
Plus 5 for...
pass.
Yes.
Give the DM a little bit of leeway. He's just reminding you.
Alright.
Sassy pants.
Okay. We must be going. We must be going now. It was honor fighting alongside you. The older monk says, and the druid says, agreed.
Yeah.
But we must make haste to the rebels, because their base location has been compromised.
I just have one question before you go.
What is that?
Azermoth points to the rock that you so aptly described on multiple occasions on the last session. You gonna eat that?
They all look at you like going, what?
It's a habit of his, he likes eating rocks. It doesn't even matter what size, he just likes eating rocks.
He believes it.
Azermoth things.
Just knock yourself out.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Yeah, where I'm just watching this goblin eat a rock. I'm just kind of like,
Kobold.
Not goblin, he's a kobold.
I mean, Cobalt. Sorry,
The thing is, the moment
I'm just watching this Cobalt.
Azermoth bites into it, it turns out to be pink salt.
It's kind of salty.
The pink Himalayan salt.
Really salty.
Marigold looks at this and is like, "Oh, we're rich."
Thankfully, my skills don't suck in because I'm so very scaly and not skinny.
Marigold goes to Rosark and is like, or it's actually because since he eats a diet of rocks, there's already no muscle there to begin with.
I'm very muscly.
I think you might be more right.
My face has so many muscles, I could eat a mountain. It would take a very long time.
I don't think he could. And then Marigold starts walking off.
If you think my jaw not strong, put your hand in it. I show you strong mouth.
No.
As you see, the admiral just goes over to the rock and just pulls out a spare dagger and chips away at it to collect some of it.
Oh, good idea. Save some for later.
Before placing those chips into a pouch.
Azermoth will try to use his warhammer to bust off a couple pieces too, to pack up for later.
Marigold's already gone, so she can't do this, but I kind of wish I did. Is it possible that Marigold turns around real quick and is like, wait, I need some of that salt? And also starts chipping away at it?
Well, you kind of... The problem is you kind of literally took off without the rest of the party.
Screw meta.
Nice job.
Don't
Looks like
Yeah.
he's like,
go. I'm about ready to start singing a one song that will get me copyrighted.
yeah.
Salt is good.
What's the one song that won't get you
Meanwhile-
One
copyrighted?
song that might get me copyrighted.
Oh.
And it's a very important lesson about D&D.
Eat rocks.
About the one rule you're not supposed to do.
Not eat rocks.
Split the party.
Oh, that's it.
You never split the party.
I was gonna say, you cast a fireball!
I guess the fire.
I cast power word scrunch.
Pathfinder.
As you guys
Very
continue your journey towards where you believe...
What did you say? You cut out.
As you continue your guys' journey towards where the heck... Oh, shit.
What?
I assume, like, I try to get. Yes, I'm getting a Azermoth off of that rock and sending him back to the. Yeah?
The sky darkens as the clouds begin to swirl.
We're running out of time to save them, are we?
Marigold knows what's about to happen.
Oh boy.
I'm afraid no
As you
clouds.
watch as the clouds slowly start to descend.
Marigold, seeing this, immediately turns around and starts saying, Twister!
Everybody make a strength saving throw.
What's a twister?
Hold on. Strength save. See what I
Yeah,
roll.
strength
So I'm gonna
saves
be
first.
dog-like. 7. I rolled a 7.
Azermoth is a mountain
There you
creature.
are.
Azermoth's a mountain creature. He's not familiar with tornadoes.
There she is.
So Azermoth got an 18. What did Marigold
Oh no, I
get?
didn't roll yet.
Oh shit.
I got.
Nat 20.
Oh cool. What's you?
Thank you.
No, I only got 13.
I actually have to thank my cat for this one.
His
Like, my cat, like, pushed the dice and kept it rolling.
I forgot to link up D&D Beyond to roll 20.
Well, the Admiral made his save.
Sweet.
Well, I know Rosar's been hanging on to Mortimer this whole time.
I'll just
So
type
what did
this
Mortimer
in
get?
here, 'cause yeah,
Mortimer, they're not sentient.
Oh yeah, you only got
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to...
the bike must roll to not be flung by the tempest.
You got a
swirling
7.
upon
What did Azermoth get?
13.
13 total?
Yeah.
And Marigold got a nat 20.
You would think
Pretty
because
much,
my
those
arm-
of you who are anchored down are
you think my
grabbed
arm-
by those who get lifted up.
Poor me, whose armor is surprisingly light, even though it's heavy armor.
Like, pretty much you see the Admiral stab one of his blades into the ground and act as an anchor. As the
Marigold.
twister passes.
Yeah, Marigold knowing exactly what to do, just basically finds a low ditch and just starts kind of going in there. Is there like a nearby bridge?
No.
No? Okay, then yeah, she would go into the nearest ditch and then grab like a big tree or branch to use it to block other trees and branches from crushing her. Because as long as she's at the lowest point, she cannot be picked up by the wind, so she's now being more worried about being crushed.
pretty much, you watch as debris go flying, and the cloud slowly goes back into the sky after it finished its touchdown.
Yeah, Marigold is like, everyone stay down. There's a 50% chance that is a jumper. It will go up, then down, up, and down, whenever, wherever, and it won't stop.
As you say that, it comes back down.
Does everyone get an advantage for their strength roll on this?
Because baby,
I'll allow
it's a
it.
tornado.
Well, the Admiral passes his save either way.
Okay, I see here. 14.
I got a 14 this time.
Remember, advantage gives 2 dice. You take the highest.
Right. Well, technically that was my highest.
With your modifiers?
Yep, yep. I rolled a 12, and my modifier is a 2 for my strength.
So
My character is not strong.
So pretty much what I think Azeroth just did, I think he just magnetized himself to an ore patch.
I didn't even do it on purpose. I just got nearby and it pulled me in.
I just need Rosark's roll.
These are what rocks are, my friend.
Ozark's roll for
Strength. You have advantage. The Twister
okay.
came back down.
That's an 18.
You passed the save as well. You guys you all feel a bit stressed as the Twister eventually lifts back up into the sky.
Alright.
Magnetized.
Marigold, how do you know that was going to happen?
Those things are everywhere where I'm from, at least in the Great Plains.
Everywhere? How do you even make a town off of this?
What the heck is
How
that
would they show
thing?
up?
We just prepare. We literally watch the skies all the time. It's actually a very interesting type of science. It's actually called a meteorology. It's a very new science.
Wind don't take me up. Wind push me side. Why that? What is that?
Yeah, apparently the air pressure, heat, cold, yada yada stuff. I don't know everything about it. I just know that it's a thing.
Azeroth off the iron ore patch.
Yeah, I was about to ask for a hand.
Marigold, knowing how science works, it thinks about it and is like, does anybody have any lightning? Wait, Dose? Yeah, she's basically gonna shock him to literally release.
Azeroth is a lightning guy.
I am a lightning rod.
He's literally a living lightning rod.
Well, I know that. Well, I do know for a fact that lightning put on metal is what makes it magnetic. So the reason why I'm saying this is because I was gonna do it in the reverse, the way he normally does it.
Just don't try to touch him, because chances are you'll be stuck to the freaking rock instead.
Yeah, you see Marigold put on her big gloves, summon Undos, then take him apart a little bit, pull out the golden slime ball, Dose, and puts it at the guy, then puts it at the feet of the rabbit, and is like, and then gives Dose a huge piece of ration. Huh?
You mean the kobold?
You said the rabbit prior.
Oh yeah, the kobold, I'm sorry.
You're
Like, it took me a
getting
minute
all
to
the
read.
races mixed up. Rabbit, the Haragons are the rabbits. The goblin is the goblin. The kobold is the little tiny lizard person.
The goblin is the small little.
I would never have. Do not associate him with a chihuahua. Please.
I mean,
That's how they sound.
kobolds I mean, I was gonna say kobolds originally did look like dogs before they became dragon-like.
Yeah, wolf-like dogs, not chihuahuas.
Actually, that's just Japanese.
No, they actually used to be regular D&D back in like its very early ages.
In
It's just
second
that
edition,
over the many
everything
years and many renditions of D&D, the kobold slowly went from a scaly dog-like creature into a dragonling. There's even an expansion book for kobolds of another
No,
kind of country.
I'm literally looking at a picture of from 1E edition Kobold. It looks like a mini. It looks like a someone mixed a dragon with a goblin.
Now can you see where the Chihuahua thing comes in?
He doesn't look like a chihuahua.
It looks like an
Guys.
El Chupacabra.
He looks more like a lizard folk, but short.
Fair.
My brain's still on Sonic, but I found this. And I thought it was hilarious.
In second edition, it kind of looks more like they look like they have a pug's mouth. Looks like they have a face of a pug. In third
Azeroth
edition,
looks more like a
third
lizard.
edition from then on. That's where they went. Second edition was the odd man out, pretty much.
Fair. Alright.
Either way, regardless.
Yep. Regardless.
Don't associate him with a pug.
Though I do like to run a joke where I wanted to do run a variant kobold. Pretty much depiction like there's the Eastern kobold and the Western kobold. Azeroth would be a Western.
Azeroth is the kind of chaotic where if you continue to associate him with a pug, he'll find a way to fight God, aka the DM, on personal terms.
Yeah, I just want to say like the Eastern kobolds went towards the ocean, they became the dog-like ones, and the Western ones they went towards the mountains, became dragon-like.
And that makes sense because Azeroth is a mountain kobold.
Yep.
And then the mountain kobolds just kind of population exploded. And you rarely see the dog-like ones anymore.
Anyway,
Anyway, we're getting off topic.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't bother with your fancy.
But anyway, yeah, Marigold uses Undos to shock the kobold and like to release him in his magnetic bonds.
Keep your shocking to yourself. I can shock myself just fine. Ah.
Wait, dose. Negative to positive, positive to negative, you know the deal. Negate it.
Stupid. Friggin'.
Nat 20.
Okay. You unstick him.
Unmagnetizes and then magnetizes to the next planet. Hovers away. No.
Anyway, you pretty much get him a free.
Nice.
I
If I
remember
didn't
why
have
I
so
don't
much
like
salt-
coming here.
If I didn't have much salt in my mouth, I would have gotten myself off. That sounds weird.
Silver is actually an electric conductor. Oh. Okay, but everyone, I don't want to try to make us like worry, but we should start running because I'm not sure if it's because of the magic of this area that these storms are happening, or it's just the nature doing its natural state. But we shouldn't stay here.
You think? Though, did Azeroth say that in game?
Say what specifically?
That part of the part about him getting himself off.
Yeah.
Oh no!
You forget. Kobolds are
weird.
flaming motherfuckers. They really like their personal time.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
not
that's just
personal.
funny as hell.
Not exactly personal time, but you get the idea. Fucking communal activities. Being lonely in Kobold society is weird. Very strange. Anyway, the salt god of lightning would like to move his ass before he gets struck so many times that he starts to take damage from it.
Anyway, as you guys continue on your way. Oh crap, I forgot who had the horn.
You can't smite me, I'm God!
Yes, might be. You hate yourself too much.
Anyway, pretty much. You guys, as you travel past the Fey Beacons, you wind up seeing these really, really big goats.
Ghosts?
Goats.
Goats. Alright.
I love goats, they taste so good!
Marigold's getting tired of the old man voice and is like, have a drink of water.
No! Later. I think one of my skills just cracked.
I'm sorry. It's really hard to take the character seriously now.
Hold on, I got something better. There's a fish somewhere in his backpack.
What?
It's salty now. Crap. Nah, it's delicious. My 62 inches of fish has been reduced.
Anyway, pretty much like you hear the goat speaking, not in just mads, but you also hear what sounds like a tongue.
Well, of course. Goats have tongues.
No, like a actual language.
I know. I'm fucking around.
Their eyes don't seem to be derpy. They actually seem more focused, as if their minds have been awakened.
Still probably tastes good, though.
Does any of you guys know how to speak Elven?
No. I know how to speak Goblin, but not Elven. If they share a script, I can be able to read it.
Not on this character, unfortunately.
And the ad.
Hold on. Do I have it?
Fish
Check. Come on.
Dwarvish and Gnomish.
Fish are
I was gonna say, but don't I have a spell that literally allows me to translate?
You may. It's possible.
It's a ritual spell.
Take a whole 10 minutes.
It takes a pinch of soot and a pinch of salt.
Unless you have...
We have salt and we have soot. My character's literally covered in soot. She never really took a bath out of this whole battle of the explosions and fires and blasts, so she's covered in soot.
I just don't know how ritual spells work. Like, can they be cast without a spell slot?
Yes.
Yes.
It takes 10 minutes, but they can be cast without a spell slot. Also,
it's gonna take it's gonna take like 10 minutes, yeah.
Also,
so my character just immediately is like, okay, I'm just gonna get started on this. I'm gonna start getting ready for translation. Grabs the rock from the kobold's mouth.
No.
Smears the soot off her face and is like, okay, let's do this.
First of all, he already ate all the rock component that he had in his mouth. The rest is in his backpack. Second of all, your arcane firearm, it counts as your arcane focus, so you don't need to use
a rock. You need to use spell components if you have your gun.
You only need to use spell components if it has a cost associated, like a 200 gold worth of diamond.
Well, it uses those components. It uses all of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
At that point, you're just choosing to.
I always thought the arcane focus. I always thought the
Druidic
arcane
focus.
focus would let you be able to get around the component bit.
Yes, as long as it doesn't have a cost associated with it. As long as it doesn't have a gold
But it
copper
also lets
silver.
you be able to cast the spell instantaneously if you use a spell slot.
You can already do that if you if you use a spell slot, unless it says
Yep.
otherwise on the spell. The rituals that take 10
Yep.
minutes. Most of the casting usually doesn't.
So
Usually,
Marigold is going to do the ritual version.
yeah.
So yeah, she just uses the small chunk of salt and soot from her face and just I believe she's kind of grinds it into a powder while chanting some ancient language from her homeworld. Probably Native American.
Like you see the Admiral
'Cause
leaning over to Rosark, going, "Do you have any idea what she's saying?"
I think she lost it.
No. It's like Rosario turns toward the person talking to me. She's like, "No, I don't."
And I think the
yeah,
Feywild
once that
finally took
ritual
her.
I
yeah,
don't
once
think that's the
the
case.
ritual is complete, she just grabs the small pinches and blows it into everyone's face.
It only applies to you.
Oh,
Oh.
It's a self.
Oh, then you guys can see her grab the bowl and just throw that shit back into her face.
Just snorts it. Fat lines.
see,
Yeah.
you good?
So someone can finally understand us.
I can.
When the moon obstructs the sun, creeping Lynn will come undone.
When the moon obstructs the sun, a creeping comes undone.
Did I cut out?
Yeah,
You
you did.
did, Olo.
I said, when
Yeah.
the moon obstructs the sun, creeping Lynn will come undone. I was trying to do a goat accent.
Fair enough.
Gone undone.
Play to the second one begins to speak. Play to her passions. Stay on script. A cat, a horn, or a shadow ripped.
Marigold is, I mean, she's still listening because seeing that there are other goats, believing that they're all gonna have their turn in unison.
The third one says, the full scepter is the key. Now I'm hungry.
Marigold, hearing this, and kind of does laugh a little bit, grabs whatever food she has in her pouch and gives it to the goats.
Azermoth whispers to Marigold, "Good idea, fatten them up. Good for later."
No, they actually told us some interesting riddles. When the moon obstructs, I mean, when the moon obstructs the sun, creeping Lynn
Obstructs. Not
obstructs the
extracts.
sun. Well, she thinks it's goat, I mean, translation. Goat, accent, there it is.
The goat dialect, yes, quite nice.
But yeah, she just repeats everything the goat said. To everyone. And that's when she finally sneezes from the soot and salt that's all over her face.
This translation lasts for an hour.
Oh, then she sneezes within an hour later. Then
Sees
I
about
kind
an
of
hour
imagine the
later.
spell would eventually, like, literally leave her via through a sneeze.
Makes sense.
I think we all should probably rest. We've been through quite a bit.
Is this a good place to rest?
Well, as long as we stay near the lightning rods, we won't get struck. You see, these beacons are big, giant lightning rods.
Well,
Are
that
you waiting
explains
for
why
me?
the storms are so active.
Well, that's also partially because this place is the intersection part on the edge of Prismere.
You're the edge of Presamir.
But I think what the Gults are telling us, I don't think we can rest. I think that's what the Gults are telling us. Because they also said that we must play our parts. A cat, a dog,
And a shadow torn.
and Shadow Torn.
A horn.
So a horn. Shadow
Oh.
what?
A cat, a dog, and a shadow ripped.
We just said torn. That means the same thing as ripped.
That's just what the book says.
I was like, alright, so
Wasn't there something about like a fool holding or a fool in something? I don't remember
Before
that.
the other goats.
Huh?
Before the other. Two of the goats look at you.
Oh, I didn't
As
say
if
that
they're
in
waiting
game.
for something. Well, the third one is actually eating that thing Marigold offered.
Wasn't there a part about a fool and a scepter? Or am I just like am I losing it out of
The
character?
No, you were actually not wrong.
The full scepter is a key.
There,
Okay.
so Marigold thinks about it. A fool's scepter is the key. Normally, a fool, at least from Marigold's world, normally means a clown. But they're also cunning, smart, and strategists. So I think it's like telling us that we have to be silly, look like we can't defeat the queen, the witch. We have to make it look like we can't win, so she can lay down her guard. Because most often, the people who laugh at the fool are the fools themselves.
So basically,
The
give her a false sense
debt
of
has
security.
been paid. We shall take our leave. I can't get back into goat voice.
We shall take our leave.
Now, who was the one who ate the last can?
Fuck you, it was mine.
God damn it, William! I told you it was ours to share!
It had my name and marker on the bottom.
No
You're
wonder
making Billy
jackpot, you
cry!
idiot!
I put it in the fridge, it's mine.
Mm.
Sorry, Seth. I just had to do that. That was great. A great
Happy
way for the
playing
ghost
in.
to walk off.
You know, that would have been funny if actually Azerbot said that in game.
Said what?
The can joke.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he can't understand what these things are saying. He still thinks they're dinner.
As you watch him bounce,
Dude.
watch the goats jump up the rocks, almost going up a completely vertical surface.
Marigold is unfazed by this and just says, remarkable.
We're just gonna
Do
let
you
him
know
go.
that those things often get on people's roofs?
Actually, I'm
Like,
not surprised by that.
Yeah, they're like everywhere. They even have a cousin that's just all wool. Not sure if you guys have sheep here, but
We're really just gonna let those leave? They look delicious.
Yes, we are.
I mean they're Fae. They speak Elvish.
Darn. Fish will do.
You know, I think we should set up camp here for now. If I remember correctly. And again, I could be remembering wrong, but there was a little device that controlled the places of the moon and the sun and whatnot within the theater's
Yeah,
temple.
Marigold, she's not an astrologist, but can I use like intelligence to look at the sky, stars, and moons to predict the possibility of when the next eclipse could be?
We don't have a moon. We're in the Feywild.
Then how do we do it?
It's a theater. It's a fake one.
Exactly.
It moves there when
In
the
this
sun-
world, I believe, and she looks at the Haragon and says, the most powerful force here is belief. Am I correct? If enough of us simply believe that there's a moon coming to block the sun just for a few minutes, wouldn't it then be true?
Sadly, your brain ain't working right. The Feywild is weird fickly, but even the Feywild has its own weird logic. And sadly,
Well, fair enough.
The only way that would actually happen if Zelbina was actually still on the throne.
Well, I mean,
But
isn't
she's
there
off the
something
throne,
weird?
so that magic's disrupted.
Great. So, what logic is at play? Whatever logic the hags have at their advantage. I mean, we literally just can we just pull out
We have the
nonsense, like pure nonsense logic or something? Like, I'm just asking.
Well, while you figure all that out, I'm gonna go get some rocks.
How about you start setting up camp?
Hill. Huh?
Yeah, Marigold.
By the lake.
Yes, the perfect rock hill to lay underneath. Very good.
Yeah, Marigold is like, I'm gonna set a little bit over here. And so a little bit afraid of the storms, finds a nice ditch and starts building a roof on top of that.
You know, the funny thing is, they're actually around here somewhere is actually an old landmark. It was called the Astrologer's Throne. Or was it called the Astronomer's Throne?
Marigold hears this and looks at the Haragon and is like, and you didn't say anything till now because?
Because it's the Feywild. The damn thing's constantly moving somewhere in Yawn. You don't know where it's gonna be until you actually stumble upon it.
Then can we just ask it nicely to stand there until we come by to visit?
I don't think that's gonna be likely.
It's
The Feywild does what the Feywild does.
It's like a piece of terrain that just teleports at random. Think of it as like a dungeon that changes every time you go into it.
Well, that sounds crap. Like every time you go into it, you don't know what to expect. It's just it's not like you can just go in and then when you fail, you come out and then you go back in again over and over until you figure it out, right?
All our dungeons always stay the same.
All of a sudden, Rosark, you're getting a sense of deja vu.
All our dungeons always stayed the same. Sometimes there'd be new people in it, though.
Guys, I think I have something weird going on, guys.
There's always something weird going on.
No, when I talked about like going in, failing, and then ending up back outside and going in over and over until you make it through. Yeah, it's back again.
Like all of it, like I just want to say, like Rosark, for some reason your vision glitches and like you see look like your hands Actually, I need to look up a damn picture of one right now because my brain is derping that hard right now.
A Firbolg or
Look, what kind of hand?
You see, it looks like a nub, like a white fur, wearing what looks like a red hoodie of some sort.
Okay, I do not get the reference.
You know, you suddenly see your eyes through Bean's eyes before it glitches back.
What the heck? She looks at her hands like, this is. I don't feel okay. It's
It
like
might be the
kind of crawled a bit.
Feywild.
No, this is different. This is way different. Like, unless the Feywilds fail to adjust your vision in a weird blocky way, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we all could use a break after that fight.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we also get water at the lake.
Yeah.
Not to boil it, but
Rosark like sits there like after she's done prepping the camp, she like sits on her bike and just repeats that phrase.
Boil,
Go in over and over until you make it through, each time different. Go in over and over until you make it through, each time different. What does that mean? Why would I see something different? It wasn't
no,
me, I know that.
he pretty much said no. Like each time you go in, the dungeon is completely rearranged.
Each time each time you go in, it's different. Each time you go in, it's different.
The floors, the number of floors stay the same, yet the layout always changes.
She keeps repeating that phrase, wondering if anything's going to happen. She's just rubbing her temple as she's going, like, the number of, go in,
You
same
don't
number
know
of
why,
floors,
but you
layout's
feel the
different.
urge to run.
Hey guys, I'm gonna take a few. I'm gonna get some activity in. She says she starts running around the camp, like orbiting it, like. You go in, same floor number, different layout. Go in, same floor number, different layout. Go in, same
You
floor number,
also
different layout.
don't know why, but you remember you see this little up as you go. Like your vision seems to go weird again, and you see what looks like a sad little white fox with a big old poofy scarf on it.
She keeps going, repeating it over and over again. She has to figure this out. Whatever's going on, she has to figure it out. Scientific method, and she's onto something. She's onto something. She just needs to grab it. She just needs to reach it.
Boil, spoil, rabbit man. It's just mineral water and salt. Definitely salt.
In layman's terms, Rosark keeps going.
Rosark is probably having a shared soul moment.
Is it possible to pull that soul through?
No, it's because it's the exact same soul. It's just you're connected. The Feywild allows you to see things sometimes. If the soul is strong enough.
I wonder who that was.
Probably an
She says,
incarnation of you.
maybe. She goes back and sits on her bike.
Reincarnation is weird.
Yeah. I wonder if I'll ever meet him. That would be pretty interesting. Wonder what they're like. let's not dwell on this too so far.
Probably have the same. Need for speed like you.
Proud, as if. I mean, no one can move as fast as Morty can so far, except for some few monks.
I'm
And
sorry, I'm
again,
laughing on the inside right now. Cause you know what's going on. Brozark doesn't.
Rosark doesn't. The player does know.
Except there's one person that managed to. There's one thing that did manage to outrun it. Managed to outrun Bean.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking meta context. Rosark's talking about, hey, no one can move faster than Mortimer so far. Meanwhile,
Except a wizard with a teleport spell ready to go.
right. And
Anyway,
possibly Bean.
I'll take first watch.
Alright.
You guys get some sleep. I'll wake
Rosark
one of you guys up when it's your turn.
goes to get some rest.
And here would be a good place to end it.
That's pretty good for a short session.
That was
That's
very
good.
Hey, I was getting myself refreshed. I haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, fair enough.
I should be available this Friday.
I mean,
I
damn.
should.
Right.
Sorry for the weird rescheduling constantly. It was.
That was weird.
We couldn't do it last. Yeah, we couldn't do it. We couldn't